Father of a nation, father of democracy, father of Botswana. Seretse Khama was a beneficial leader of Botswana who became its first president after leading its independence movement and eliminating racial inequality. He was born in Seretse, Bechuanaland in 1921. The name Seretse means the clay that binds together, which is ironic because of his talent to unite the people of his country. Seretse was a man born to bring people together. Bechuanaland, the former name of Botswana, was a British territory before gaining independence. Seretse was the grandson of Khama III, the greatest Bamwatu leader known for bringing people together while on the throne. After both his grandfather and father had passed, Seretse became chief of the tribe at the age of 4. His uncle, Tadeshkadi Khama, served as regent until Seretse was of age. As a child, Seretse had health problems extending into his elder years. Even so, he was intelligent. He attended boarding schools in South Africa until he went to Oxford, England. He then took up the study of law at Inner Temple, London in 1946. Through his education, Seretse was immersed in both African and Western cultures. In England, 1947, he met and wed Ruth Williams, a white Englishwoman. Because of the strong apartheid presence and the rarity of interracial marriages, many were against their union. Tshekedi Khama was very upset to hear of the marriage, and the apartheid minority in South Africa felt like Seretse had purposely broke the social and racial code. The interracial couple ruling in such close quarters made many people feel uncomfortable. Rhodesia and South Africa, who had white minority rule, put the UK government under pressure to prevent Seretse from chieftainship. In 1949, Seretse returned home with Ruth. At first there was a difference of opinions about Ruth, but since the Marafi, or tribe, supported Seretse, they welcomed her. Ruth was made the Moho Magadi, or queen. The Marafi acceptance of Ruth led to resistance in Tshekedi's efforts to ban Seretse. Frustrated and defeated, Tshekedi went into exile. The community welcomed Seretse, and the elders reaffirmed him into the role of Kojosi, or chief. Seretse returned to London because the British government wanted to see if he was, what they called, eminently fit to rule. The UK had interest in gold and uranium deposits in Bechuanaland that would help them repay the debts from World War II. Also, there was a fear that South Africa would impose sanctions, creating another war that Britain could not afford to be a part of. Because of these two factors, Britain gave in to South Africa's request to dethrone Seretse. In 1951, Seretse and Ruth were officially declared exiled to England, once again leaving leadership. The world became angry with the British government because Seretse and Ruth were exiled when they had done nothing wrong. The British ordered that the Bangwato find a new chief, but they protested and demanded that their Kojosi be returned. As a result, Britain asked Seretse to sign to renounce his chieftainship, which he did, and he returned to Bechuanaland with Ruth as private citizens. Then once again, in 1957, Seretse began to participate in political activity. He began with helping reform the local government, which led to the creation of a legislative council. Over a period of time, Seretse immersed fully back into politics. Even though he had lost so much, Seretse was a national hero to the people of Bechuanaland and campaigned for multiracial reform. When Seretse returned into politics, he was a huge success. This proved that the people really did approve of his relationship with Ruth, despite all the previous turmoil. In 1962, Seretse formed the Bechuanaland Democratic Party with the goal of reforming to a non-racial, independent state. His goals for reformation gained the BDP a massive amount of support. From there, the elders of Bechuanaland kept pushing for independence from the British. Britain finally agreed to release Bechuanaland in 1964. After independence, the first political elections occurred in 1965. The BDP won elections and Seretse became the first president, making the new Botswana an independent state in 1966. The same year, Queen Elizabeth II appointed Seretse Knight Commander of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire. At the time of his presidency, the only asset Botswana had was livestock. Under Seretse, there was a discovery of diamonds, and between 1965 and 1985, Botswana discovered more minerals and had the fastest growing economy. During this fast economic growth, the government also invested in internal development projects, education, and improving overall health. Seretse served 4 consecutive presidential terms. Then, on July 13, 1980, Seretse passed away at age 59 from diabetes complications. Botswana had not known any other leader and greatly mourned his death. He is remembered for his intelligence, integrity, and determination for bettering the country of Botswana. Seretse is most commonly known for upholding a liberal democracy in a non-racial society, and that is the legacy he leaves behind. He leaves a well-run democracy, strong economic development, and political unity in Botswana. But most importantly, Seretse Khama leaves behind a nation that is better because of him, and one that will never forget his kindness and perseverance.